back with a quick video. I'm doing a first impression review of a product that I picked up from Roark Supply called Macro Strip. First off, let me get straight to who Roark Supply is. For those that don't know my relationship with Roark Supply, I'm going to put a link down in the description to a shop update video that I just put out. Go check it out. It'll explain my relationship with Roark Supply. They're sending me out these products so that I can test them. They're not paying me to plug products on, that could potentially be crappy and just give positive reviews. They're just giving me products for me to test. They're not a manufacturer, they're a supplier. They want to know how well these products are working in real world environments as well. So check out that video. I'll explain everything in detail to you guys about that relationship with Roark Supply. A link to Roark Supply will be down in the description, and this is where you can get this product. It's a product called Macro Strip. They're strip discs, usually for paint, okay? I'm using this in an application that probably, it's safe to say that it was not intended to use. Okay, I'm removing rust. If you look here, this is pretty serious stuff going on here. All right, and this is what I was able to do with one 4.5-inch angle grinder disc. Now again, these are designed to remove paint primarily. I wouldn't say they're necessarily designed to remove this surface rust, pretty severe surface rust, but it does it, and it does it fast. I was able to remove that much with one disc. This disc is basically done. The arbor's pretty much showing, the glue's showing. Maybe able to squeeze out a little bit more out of it, but ultimately it's done. I would say that's about 1.5 square feet, 1.5 square feet. Obviously, in comparison to the entire frame of this ambulance project, I'll end up going through a lot of those discs if I'm to strip the entire thing down. But when you compare the cost of doing that versus the cost of me removing the cab, me stripping the entire frame down, sending it out to get sandblasted, so on and so forth, we're talking about a whole different ballpark as far as cost is concerned, and this would still be dramatically cheaper than that. Now granted, the sandblasting and everything would look a lot better because everything would be cleaned out and done, but not all of us have the ability to do that. I technically have the ability to do it, but I don't want to spend the money on it. I've got other stuff going on, and this is actually going to be really good for me. I wasn't quite sure if this would have worked on here, but it did, and it did a good job. I used it on some stainless steel exhaust, kind of clean up some of the oxidation that's on this. And this is an old mild steel weld on here, and it's over here on some exhaust work. I also use it to try to clean up some over here to see if it would take off. Oh man, I'm drawing blank here. Mill scale. Hot rolled steel has a coating on it called mill scale. This is what this dark gray material is. Okay, you can't paint. You can technically paint over it, but it's not good if you're powder coating, chroming, painting over hot rolled steel. That needs to come off. Okay, if you want it to last, that needs to come off. You can get it off with chemicals, or you can try to get it off with abrasives. Typically, I was using a flap disc to get it off. For those that aren't familiar with what flap discs are, these go on 4.5-inch angle grinders as well. And essentially, it's a bunch of little pieces of sandpaper stacked up and glued on these discs. It removes it really good, but the problem is it also removes the metal really good. Yes, you can get finer grits, but then the finer grits stop removing it as well, and it still removes metal. So I'm going to reserve the right to do a later review on whether those strip discs are adequate to remove mill scale, because I want to get a good fresh piece of hot rolled steel and test them out on it. But it appears that they're capable of doing it. I will be following up with this product and doing a later review on it when it comes to paint removal. The only reason I'm not going to do it right now is because the things that I need paint removed off of are not ready to be painted yet. This is a boat trailer. I will be trying it out here on this barrel stove project that I have in my videos. It's like one of my first projects ever. There's a lot of surface rust built up on there, but it's not quite like the ambulance over there. And there's still some paint on here that I would like to eventually just get completely off of it. So I'll be trying it out on that and letting you guys know what I think of it as far as a paint removal tool. But, you know, to just get to the point of this video, it did a pretty fast and impressive job of removing that really, really intense flaky surface rust off this metal. And I'm 99% sure I'm going to be gathering a whole bunch of these things to strip this entire frame and the fuel tank and getting this frame painted. It's going to be in a little bit later video because I've got to do some fabrication on here for the sleeper cab and the bed mount, or the flatbed. Got to make some mounts on here because I'm not going to use the factory ones. But once those are done, I'm going to come in here, take out all the brake lines, fuel lines, everything, and I'm going to go after this frame and spray it with a product called Chassis Saver. That's not something that Roark Supply sells. That's something that Magnet Paint sells, but we'll talk about that later. I've got videos on that stuff too. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Like always, subscribe, comment, like, and if you want, check out this product right there. Go to roarksupply.com. Links in the description. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it as far as rust removal is concerned, even though it's probably not intended for that purpose. You can see here that it got the rust off, and it removed very little, if any, of the good metal. So anyway, talk to you guys later.